Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Shima will help me out. Okay, I'm just gonna dress real quick. Everything going on in society. Okay, y'all. So I ran across this video. This black man talking about he one of the first people to have one of Elon Musk chips put in his head, and he starts talking about how he can scan stuff. He can all the stuff he can do. He said one of the first people. So that means there's multiple people in there doing this, right? So y'all looking at what they doing with the kids. And I'm like, okay. So Trump has this incentive for white women to have babies, at least 6. They give you $1,000. And I can't understand why everybody's so mad at Trump and at the USA. Why are you mad? I don't know why they're mad. Because when you look at it, really, most everybody here is a foreigner. Though the white people try to say it's their land, but it's not. I don't know why they keep saying that, though. It'd be one thing if they came here and put in some work, but they didn't. We did. But they say it's theirs. Because we do all the work and then they say it's theirs. Well, that's over. Yeah, they didn't work for nothing. Anyhow, I don't know why everybody mad, because their whole point was to take the Indian people's land, which is North America. The whole point was to go take the Indian people's land, which they did that. They took their land. And then they said, now we need somebody to build the land. So then they went to Africa, took them people, and brought them over here and made us build it. And still they ain't said thank you. But anyhow. And then the Mexicans over here, they over here with a Mexican flag. I'm like, what the heck? And so I really don't know why they mad. I really don't know why they mad. Because they mad, but they flying a Mexican flag. That would be us, like us black folks get mad and we out here waving a African flag talking about don't send us back. Or we mad, we supposed to be here. I don't get that. It's funny, kind of. But I do get the history, because some Hispanics, not Mexican, but some Hispanics were here with the Indians, and they feel like a part of America is actually theirs. But it hasn't been, but they still waving the flag. But the thing is, we were brought over here forced to build this place. They came over here freely. But yet they mad that they have to go home. Why they ain't try to send us home? They still sending them. Why they ain't try to send us home? Hell, I would have took the ticket. I guess they telling us we got to stay. Is that it? No, that can't be it. Because they need people to kill. What? No. Y'all. Anyhow. I can't figure out why they mad. Because all the money they making here, well, maybe it's the cartels. Because I would have took my money and went back to Mexico. It's cheaper and everything. I would have built up all kind of stuff. But I think it's the cartel, because you can't. I don't know. Some reason they want to be here in America. It's North America. Okay. And so black people, we not really mad. And Mexicans figure out why we ain't helping them. But we kind of figure out why you ain't happy to leave and go back. Black people, shit. We ain't never wanted to be here. You act like we wanted to be here. Y'all walked across the border wanting to be here. We didn't. Y'all here by choice. We was here by force. And I don't think Mexicans and Hispanics understand that. We didn't come here because we wanted to be here. We looking at y'all like, why you trying to stay here? They offering y'all free rides, free flights. We ain't even getting offered that much. You know? So I just kind of, and then you still around here with a Mexican flag, waving a Mexican flag on Indian land with colonizers. They don't care about your Mexican flag. They conquered this land, so they think they conquered this land. And Mexicans was never part of the plan. Okay, Hispanics, y'all was not a part of the plan. You know, you wasn't. And Africans, we fought and gave our blood just to have rights here. And y'all over here waving the flag upset. We should be upset. We should be upset. But we treat y'all like brothers and sisters, you know. We treat y'all like brothers and sisters. You know, many Hispanics come over here thinking that we supposed to change our language. I can't tell you how many Hispanic people tried to ignore me just because I didn't speak Spanish. But you in my country. You do know we speak English, right? I don't say nothing. I just be looking at them like they stupid. I'm not finna learn your language. The primary language here is English. Speak it or shut up. And don't talk shit about me because I don't speak your language. If I want to speak your language, I'd take my ass to Mexico or Cuba or Venezuela or wherever. But I chose to stay here where we speak English. And I ain't hating against Hispanic people and nothing like that. I got love for them because they always show me love for the most part, unless I run across them ones who think that Americans should speak Spanish and get an attitude about it. I don't care about your attitude. I don't. I had another Hispanic, a client. This was the crazy part. A whole client. I'm taking care of her special needs sister. Now this client straight from Mexico City, right? She sold out Mexico, right? But all she do every time I see her is talk about North America. Not realizing she talking to somebody who was born and raised in North America. I ain't got nothing against Hispanic people, but now you crossing the border because I am American. I didn't walk across no border. So she's sitting here talking to America is so this and it's so that. And I got so tired of hearing it that I finally said, does Mexico offer the special needs services that you need for your sister? She said no. And I'm looking at her like, well, bitch, shut the fuck up. I didn't say that. She had no gratitude. She talked so much mess about America with no gratitude for the simple fact that if we didn't allow her over here, her special needs sister wouldn't have no services. Don't you think she should have found some sort of gratitude? Because of her special needs services and the services we offer here in North America, her sister, her big sister, herself, got free housing through the insurance for her special needs sister, got free housing. She getting food stamps. She getting money every month. She walking around here eating in some of the nicest restaurants, walking on the lake, don't got to worry about no cartel or nothing. And literally talking shit to me about my country. So finally I had to tell her, look, I know this is a professional relationship and I'm helping you with your sister, but I need you to understand you're talking to a homegrown North American. And when you talking to me about my country that we're providing for you and your sister, I'm going to tell you now, I'll fight for my country, physically and verbally. And if you don't like it, you need to take your sister back to Mexico. Because we don't want to hear what you got to say about our country. Didn't ask you to come. Go to Mexico and apply for the special needs services for your sister. And that way you don't have to talk shit about North America no more. And we don't have to hear it. And after I said that, she got really quiet and it dawned on her, oh, Oh, yeah. If you don't like North America, you don't like it here, leave. If you got to talk that much mess about it, leave. And I've watched so many videos of Hispanics talking down about black people, talking about, and I'm like, I can't understand why. And it does matter about your skin color. It does. Because I don't have a lick of Spanish in me. But everywhere I go, Spanish people talk to me. They talk to me in Spanish, all kind of language. Puerto Rico language, Cubano language, Mexico language, El Salvador, all the languages. Okay? No habla español, pero me gusta pequeño español. Sí. Habla. Ok. Vale. También. I just look at them. I don't say nothing. Like sometimes I will speak back. I'll speak back in Spanish. I had a whole I was in the grocery store line. It's two one Spanish person working the cash register, and the other one was a customer. And they sitting there talking, and one thought, well, she don't speak Spanish. She don't know what I'm saying. And the other one was like saying, yeah, she do know what you're saying. And I heard what he said, and it was something about, I think one of them liked me or thought I was cute or something. And so the cash register guy asked me in Spanish, I think he said something like, "El me gusto," something he said. And I told him, I said, te quiero. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice? I said, sí te quiero. Some I said, like, mi amor. I said something like he said that he likes me, or he said that he loves me, or he said, and when I said it, the guys on the other side of the register looked at me like this. And I'm like, even though I don't fluently speak Espanol, I can understand it. Comprende. I can understand it. Okay. So they were shy, but they always show me love. I went to Corpus Christi working, traveling around the whole state of Texas with this local pharmacy, and we were giving vaccinations. So we get to Corpus Christi and we go to this little spot called Lucky, I want to say it was Lucky 7 or Lucky Lucy or Lucky something. So we go in and it's packed with Hispanics and they jamming, partying. And I'm with a white girl because I'm a nurse. She a nurse, so we were giving vaccines. So the nurses decide to go out and kick it. So we go out, and I'm with a white girl, right? I'm not Hispanic. I soon I walk through the door. I'm walking, and the Hispanics, they looking whoop, and they high fiving me. I don't know none of these people, but they high fiving me. I'm a part of the family, vale? Okay, I'm a part of the family. So I'm clapping hands, and the white girl, they ain't giving her no dap. And she looking kind of sad in the face, like, and they just talking to me, and we talking, and they ain't talking to the white girl, though. That's my coworker. I can't leave my coworker out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I always get love from Hispanics. I love Hispanics. Skin color does make a difference when it comes to Hispanics. There are some Hispanics that are dark skinned. There are some that are light. There are some Hispanics that look straight white. But when they open their mouth, they speak Spanish. But as for me, it don't matter what Hispanic it is. They all show me love. And I got nothing but love for them. Because the food be good. And I'm a dancer. Baby, you put me on the floor, bachata, kizomba, you going to see me rock it. My favorite dance is kizomba. Okay, which is actually an African dance. But yeah, I'll go tang, I kick them and all that. But they do be talking shit. I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't mind. But when you get to talking about my country, I got a problem. And when you don't have any gratitude, I got a problem. Because it don't matter where you go. If somebody's helping you with resources that you didn't have before, why you ain't thankful? Why you don't got gratitude? If a certain race of people that paved the way and gave up our life and our blood so that you could cross that border, so that you could do the things that you're doing, why you feel like it's so needed to disrespect? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of foul. But let our music bump. Let Kevin Gates or Snoop Dogg or Drake or Kendrick Lamar, let them start. Then they all jumping up and they all with it. But when it comes to everyday function, you're going to hear them talking mess about blacks. Not all of them. Don't get me wrong. It is, and I don't like, again, because I think it's my skin color. So a lot of it I don't particularly have to deal with too much. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of my darker counterparts, they do. They go through that. They go through that. I've had white people look at my skin color and tell me, you're not black. Like, okay. I've had Hispanics people look at me, tell me I'm not black. I've had Asian people tell me I'm not black. Depending on how I have my hair. Because when I wear makeup, my eye, you can't see like this, but my eyes are actually slanted. I look more Japanese than even Chinese. You can't tell, but when I put on my makeup, my daddy even said, that was my nickname as a child. They called me China Doll. They would call me China. That was my nickname as a child. So, but I don't have no problem with Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying? But the gratitude part, that's an issue. That's an issue. Anyhow, y'all, yeah, so they have chips in their head. They have an incentive for white people to have babies. I've even come across videos where they're putting these chips into white babies' heads. They definitely are going to try to put it in people of color. Because the whole thing of these chips are to make people advanced, superhuman. So I was watching this guy talking about the chip, what he can do, how they put it in his head. I watched another video. They're proposing that when babies are initially born, put the chips in from birth. So again, I don't remember which video it was I did, y'all, but we finna see a whole lot of weird things walking around here. And that's not my imagination. This is what I know. I know this for a fact. How do I know this for a fact? Because I've seen it in the spirit. The Lord has confirmed it with me, to me. And I've mentioned this on another video. All those people that they were keeping in dungeons in the Satanist camp, all the people that they've been keeping that nobody wants to go and look inside the Satanist rituals, the Illuminati camp, nobody wants to look in their doors, what's behind their closets, what's up under the beds in there. Nobody wants to go do a raid and an investigation at the Satanist camp or at the Illuminati camp. Well, guess what? All those people, because nobody wanted to go and nobody did go, and all those kids and things they've been torturing and experimenting on, mixing human and animal DNA, all that stuff they've been doing, we gonna see it come out. Because this Diddy thing that's raveling, y'all don't even see what's all going on behind the scenes. You don't even know. You don't even see. There's people on higher levels that are trying to clean some of that out too. That are higher than us, that are higher than Donald Trump. There's other people trying to clean out the devil's camp literally too. There are kids and people that have been experimented on, that have been tortured for decades. Those people are about to be rescued and set free. And what we are about to see is going to freak some of y'all out. And I already gave you an example, confirming what Ali Cardi said about kids being kept in cages like dogs. And when they finally get out, they crawl around on all fours like animals. I confirmed that because I told you I sit here in Austin, Texas at Dell's Children's Hospital on Barbara Jordan. Okay? And if they tell you it never happened, they lying. So when they go to release those people that we have all been living in la la land, ignoring, thinking that was only horror movies, thinking that was just something made up. Somebody's going to raid those places and set those people free. They're going to put them in certain special facilities. They're going to try to give them some kind of mental help. Some of them will never be right. And at that point, I don't know what they're going to do with those people, because a lot of mental health hospitals around this country, they have shut down and gotten rid of the psych wards because they wasn't right with the psych people in the psych wards. Remember that a few years ago, they shut a bunch of them down. So some of them ain't got nowhere to go unless the government creates another facility to put them. But the American people are finna be freaked out. And now they're wanting to put chips and make superhumans, half human. So what are we looking at? What has the government and this evil demonic spirit done so far? It's created homosexuals, LGBTQ little pedophiles. It created a bunch of homosexuals. It created people that look like they half man and half woman. Okay, they got the bestiality jumping off at the freak offs. Okay, mixing animal and human DNA. And that's just from a sexual point. That's not even from a cellular point where they're actually drawing your blood and your DNA and actually mixing it in test tubes and injecting that's a different kind of your DNA, but they're doing it on all levels. Now they're putting chips in people's head. Half human, half robot. So you got half man, half woman. You got half human, half robot. And I'm sure we're about to see something very, very strange mixed with human and animals coming out looking something kind of weird. Okay? So know that I said this, y'all. This Trump agenda, Hispanics might as well stop being mad. They're not just getting rid of y'all. Y'all just y'all phase 2 or 3. They just ain't touched the black folks yet because they know they really don't have a right to. We literally own this country. They can't even afford to pay us back. They owe us this whole entire country. And they know it. They rather have us go back to Africa because they know we about to do a mass exodus. And they don't want to be left here with a bunch of Hispanics. When all the black people leave North America, it might be a few sprinkles left. The ones who ain't scared to get killed by the KKK. It might be a few left. This mass exodus of black people, they getting rid of Hispanics first. Once y'all out the way and they got y'all under control and they got these white women birthing more babies with their $1,000 incentives, and then all the black people then exodused and went back to Africa, the only people left here is white people, Native Americans, maybe a few Asians, and then Hispanics. But the Hispanics would outcount everybody. So they have to clear y'all out. Y'all want to stay here. They have no plans on letting you stay here. None at all. Don't matter what you say. They want to take their country back that they stole from the Indians all them years ago with Columbus, because that was the original plan. Stay white and let the black people build everything. Mexicans, y'all was never in the picture. You was never in the picture. But y'all done grown so much and so many of y'all done came over here, they got to get rid of y'all's. You got to go. Because now they need to save the country. That means get back to the original. Get back to the original. Well, not the original, because they not finna take the Indians off the reservation and get their land back. The Indians gonna have to fight that. That means we would all have to stand up and fight against all the white people to take over this country that was never theirs to begin with. But for the most part, Y'all can stop being mad. Y'all was never a part of this plan. That was Columbus. And things got out of hand with the Democratic Party, and it got out of hand with the perverted elites because they couldn't see straight. They couldn't see when the shift changed, when the economic, political shift changed, the global shift changed. They didn't keep up with that. Now they're finna go bankrupt because they was follying foolishly around with perversion that they wasn't paying attention what was really going on. So now they trying to do a reset. Get all the Mexicans and Hispanics out of here. Get rid of them. It's easy to get rid of the black people. Pay them some money and let them go wherever they want to go, which is most likely going to be Africa. So we are going to get reparations. Just like the children of Egypt. They walked out with half of Egypt's wealth. Because the Pharaoh had no choice but to let them go, or his country would be destroyed through famines. God says, you don't want more people to go? Okay, here you go. Boom, 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 boom. Natural disasters and famine till it almost destroyed Egypt. So he finally let them go. Give them what they want. Let them go. Get them out of here so I can keep my country. And that's what Trump is doing. We got to put everybody out so we can keep our country. Put all these Hispanics and Mexicans out of here first. Because they was never part of the plan and they don't belong here anyway. They got their own country. Get them out. After they out, now it's down to black and white. Because the Asians ain't going to say nothing. They stay in their little corner. Now it's going to be down to black and white. And blacks will burn this whole mother down. Before you think you're going to rob us, use us for our skills and talents, and then just let us off. You will never get it. All the blacks around this whole world will flood U.S. and burn this mug down. So they ain't got no choice but to pay us our reparations and let us go on about our business. And most of us, Trump know this. Trump knows this. And if y'all Hispanics have been paying attention to blacks in Africa, you can see. Africa is calling us home. Yahweh, Jesus, he's calling us home. His original Hebrew Israelite people, he's calling us home. Now is the time. And Trump and the elites know this. We're going to leave with a whole lot of wealth. So at that point, the Mexicans, Hispanics gone, the blacks done left. Now we just white. And we're producing babies. And the Indians here, but we got them under control. They not going to do nothing. The Asians, they don't never do nothing. They just stay in their lane. So some kind of way, the Trumps and the elites, they have this idea of how they're going to have wealth, but with everybody gone, they can afford to live how they want to live. Because the economy has changed. The demand on the economy has changed. And what they need to be able to output in resources for North America has changed. So they'll be able to afford it then. So I hope you can see the agenda now that I've pretty much told y'all what they're doing. And they're going to build superhumans. And I hope they're not trying to build super white humans because they think they want to go back to Africa and do it again. Because that will never happen. And that's from Africans and North Americans. North African Americans. That'll never happen again. So the thing we got to watch out now is what exactly are they creating these superhumans for? What exactly are they creating these robot armies for? That's the next stage. That's the next phase. So make your choices wisely when you're voting. And allowing drones to be all over your city. Drones that can shoot from up in the air. Like my old school Atari game. Watch out, y'all. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. But I'm going to post that link if I can find it again. That man saying he's one of the first ones to get that chip in his head. and understand where they're going with this thing. It's completely racially motivated. They're trying to preserve their race. They're trying to preserve their race and what they want to do. So, all right, until next time, y'all. Peace out.